Nigerians, a lot of magu-magu don dey happen for our electoral process. This election wey be say they wan do next year, a lot of magu-magu don come into the electoral act wey be say the government don approve. And I just dey lis ten to Barrister Mike Igini for Arise News. Na him I hear the kind magu-magu wey these people wan do, and na him I wan come explain so that everybody, the reason why I dey talk am for broken, make everybody wey dey for this our Naija, this our country Naija, make dem understand wetin the country dey turn into and wetin our politicians wan use our eye take see for this election. Una go hear wetin dey for section 63 of the Electoral Act, and una go come hear wetin dey for section 137 of the Electoral Act. This section 63 give these people power to do and undo a lot of nonsense for our election process. And for 137, they come carry style, come remove them, say you no go fit carry them go court. I go read this part for una, make una for understand where our politicians dey carry us go. And everybody, we need to stand up and we need to cancel this nonsense wey be say these people wan do with this Electoral Act, because they don design the whole thing, put am in such a way say they go do all their magu-magu, all their election fraud, and nothing go happen. You no go fit do anything meaningful. Now, make I read section 63 give you. Section 63 of the Electoral Act says, subject to subsection 2, a ballot paper which does not bear official mark prescribed by the commission shall not be counted. E dey say e get one mark wey INEC go put for ballot paper. Say if that mark no dey, say they no go count that ballot paper. Now, I want make una understand something. E get people wey be say they always go polling unit. Now, them they give ballot paper, make they come count vote for polling unit. Those people, most of the times, now NYSC members, youth corps members, now they use, they call those people presiding officers. And those ones where they stay for local government offices, where they say when those presiding officers don't count all those, ballot papers for different units for the villages where they make up that particular area, they will carry all those votes where they don't count, carry come that local government area where they say all those votes they will come count them for that place. That person where they in charge of that area where they count all those votes where they don't count for state. Now that person they call returning officer. So when I read this thing now, you will understand where they take protect this presiding officer and returning officer. Now, the section 2 of this section 63, subsection 2 say, where the returning officer is satisfied that a ballot paper which does not bear the official mark was from a book of ballot papers which was furnished to the presiding officer of the polling unit in which the vote was cast for use at the election in question, he or she shall, notwithstanding the absence of the official mark, count the ballot paper. That means that NYSC corps member, when they call presiding officer, where they always go different polling unit for the states, go, officiate election process. Say, he get right if that mark, where INEC will give ballot paper, if that mark no dey, say, if the presiding officer feel say that ballot paper they come from where they don't give them that ballot paper from the main place where they give them ballot paper, say, he get right to, approve and count that ballot paper. We no carry the mark of INEC. You don't see where number one problem they come in. Say some people fit carry, ballot paper we no carry the seal, the mark of INEC, but they go still count those ballot paper. That means say they give the people where they involved in this election opportunity for them to do fraudulent activities, because people who don't go print ballot papers, they fit carry and come. The ballot papers so they print, no go get that mark where INEC want give their own special ballot paper. But then they don't give those people power by this act. They don't give them power. Say they fit count those votes. Now, see another place where we say if the presiding officer na strong person or na person will be say in head no allow and make him do all this magu-magu, see where they take break in hand. Now watch. For the other section of that section, section 64, he say the presiding officer shall endorse the word rejected on the ballot paper rejected under section 52 subsection 1 of this act, and for any other reason, and the ballot papers shall not be counted except otherwise allowed by the returning officer, who may overrule the presiding officer. So they say, if that presiding officer will be that NYSC member wait there for the polling unit, see what thing they happen, come say this vote we don't know where it come from, and we the cancel am. Say the returning officer wait there for that local government office fit look that vote wey be say the presiding officer don cancel, e go cancel wetin the presiding officer do, come say that vote wey the presiding officer cancel, say e go still count am. So if the presiding officer no follow wetin dem want, the returning officer wey dey for local government office go still count that vote wey the presiding officer don cancel. So you see where they take comot the presiding officer if the person no wan work for them. If you come to the final place where they go count that result, wey be say na returning officer na im go count am, that returning officer get power to count wetin that presiding officer don remove as vote wey dem reject. You dey hear wetin, you dey see how this thing dey go. Now, any presiding officer or returning officer wey do wuruwuru, wey do magu-magu, dey come get area wey be say this law protects them. Na im be that section 137. Now, watch wetin section 137 talk. Section 137 of the Electoral Act say, an election petition may be presented by one or more of the following persons: a candidate in an election or a political party which participated in the election. Subsection 2, any person whose election is complained of is in this act referred to as respondent. Then subsection 3 says, where the petitioner complains of the conduct of the electoral officer, a presiding or returning officer, it shall not be necessary to join such officer or persons, notwithstanding the nature of the complaint, and the commissioner shall in this instance be A, made a respondent, and B, deemed to be defending the petition for itself and on behalf of its officers or such other persons. Now, for this section 137, they give immunity to presiding officers and returning officers. Those people wey dey responsible for this magu-magu wey dey happen for election, they don protect them with this act. They say, if you wan take people go court, like say you don observe say some magu-magu happen for this election, and these people wey dey responsible, na this presiding officer na im allow this magu-magu, or returning officer na im allow this magu-magu take happen. Say you no fit carry them go court. Say the only people wey go carry go court na the INEC itself. So these presiding officers and returning officers, say you no fit carry them go court. So wetin e mean na say you don give them immunity. So dem know say whatever dem dey do, say you no fit take them go court, you no fit do them anything. Na their oga on the top na im go protect them. If you wan carry them go court, you carry the oga on the top go court. You see the way magu-magu take come for this thing. So anybody wey dey do any magu-magu for that election day, dem know within themselves say you no fit carry them go court. So whatever dem do for that election station, they go just do am finish, and once they do am finish, then dey free. Say their oga at the top go represent them for court. You dey see where this magu-magu dey carry us go. A lot of nonsense dey inside this Electoral Act. Every political party must go and read this election act, this Electoral Act. Every political party must read it immediately and protest against some of these irregularities in this act. A lot dey inside this thing wey people never discover. Political parties must read. Individuals, citizens must read and see what these people are doing with us. A word is enough for the wise. I say, make I bring this one come on a table.